First of all, bro, I appreciate you. For sure. Obviously, we got Amir, Oracan in the building, representing BrownBallers FC. As you said outside, the only team you want to represent. Exactly. What's it been like? You've been here for like a couple days now. What's the whole experience been like so far?
It's been amazing. Yeah, I'm a huge soccer fan and always wanted to get into soccer aspect, in any way I can.
Yeah.
So I think when y'all reached out and asked me to join y'all's team and walk out, it was I knew I was going to do it, from the start. It was a no-brainer. So I'm just glad to be here, glad to be with a team that's representing South Asian athletes. So I think it's amazing and I'm here for it.
It's cool. You obviously brought your whole family out. You got mom, pops, you got the food, you got the brothers. Everyone's here rocking the gear and stuff. So that's really cool to have you. Starting off light, I heard that your favorite NBA team is the Lakers.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, bro. Is it Kobe era? Like, how'd that start?
Yeah, so my dad and my mom, they turned on NBA finals ever since I was a kid, It was Lakers Celtics.
Really?
Yeah, so
okay.
When that was the first finals that I watched, and ever since then I've been a Lakers fan. It's been Kobe for sure. Favorite athlete in any sport, but it's not close. So I just loved what he did on the court, and the mentality that he had.
Yeah.
The way he played, I just loved it. So yeah, big Lakers fan because of Kobe, and just been a Lakers fan since.
So you were basically like almost born into the game. With your parents are putting it on and watching it, that love developed early.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. So like, when did you first start playing? I'm sure you played basketball at some point. When did you first start?
I started playing like when I started going outside shooting a lot, was really 6, 7 years old. Yeah, so at a young age, I loved basketball. It was my favorite sport from a very young age.
And then, okay, so we got Lakers, we got Kobe. First of all, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Kobe, always my favorite Laker legend, like Mamba mentality, all that stuff.
Love to hear that.
A little rapid fire, a little more fun stuff.
Okay.
Late night dessert. You have a dessert right now. What is it? Cookies, brownies, something random?
Yeah, I'll go cookies.
Cookies? Are you a video game guy?
Yeah, I'm not as big as I used to be, but I'll still play here or there.
What'd you play?
I say now I play college football at 25. Oh, that got me big into it. Obviously grew up playing FIFA. Yeah, 2K. Wasn't really good at 2K, FIFA was more my game.
Yeah.
So that's why I love soccer. But yeah, I'll go FIFA.
Okay, favorite all-time game. When you're growing up as a kid, your parents showing you the games, you're playing basketball 5, 6, maybe play junior high school, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Was there that aspiration of like, yo, like I would love to be in the league one day?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like at a young age, I was delusional enough to believe that I would be in the league. At a young age when I was, working on my game and stuff like that, it was definitely, the goal was definitely to get to the league. Yeah. So obviously, didn't really grow much since freshman year. So that dream ended quick. Exactly. It got killed quick. But yeah, I still, regardless of my height or, my size, I always love playing basketball. And like, whenever I'm on the court, I'm delusional enough to believe I'm the best player. So
hell yeah, I love that. When do you make the transition from like basketball to being a team manager? Or was it something else in between that happened?
Yeah, so really it's I stopped playing basketball around high school, and I was a student for 2 years before I became a manager. Coach Will Wade, he got the job at McNeese, and I lived at McNeese with a student there. So, and I was a big LSU fan before that. So when he was over there, when he came down to Lake Charles and became the head coach, I was like, it was a no-brainer to come work for him.
That's crazy. So you just applied, hit him up, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hit up, a few of the people that are on the staff. What up? Hey, it's to meet you. Nice to meet you. What up, man?
Nice to meet you, man. Quick. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Just so you guys know, this is literally happening live. We didn't plan this. He's literally getting photos from fans right now, so it's crazy. You guys are in the middle. No, it's great, bro. I'm so happy you did this. Yeah. Obviously, I met a lot of people, creators, celebrities, different kind of things. Some people like actually love it when fans and stuff come up to him. Like, how are you embracing it? Like, how is the feeling for you right now?
It's surreal, really, because I never thought I would be in this position, and now that I'm here, I still don't feel like that I'm any different than I was before. So if anyone comes up to me and wants to take a picture, I'm down for it. It still shocks me, and I still enjoy it. I appreciate it. So
the one thing I give you props on is like, you're extremely humble. Like, just so you guys know, like, we've asked him to do a bunch of random stuff. Hey, can you film a video? You can take a picture. Can you do a podcast? Everything. He's just like, yeah, let's go. Like, no problem. So like, I respect that a lot, that you haven't changed. It's like, you just embraced it. This is now a part, but you're still Amir.
Exactly. I'm still the same.
The aura is still there, yo, but you're still Amir at the core, right?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff's been going on for you in the last, what's the time span you think since you went viral to now? How long was that then?
Yeah, so it was first went viral in February, late February. So
yeah, 6 months, bro.
Exactly.
It's not even 6 months, which is crazy. So walk me through a little bit, like the post goes up, like that day, like what actually happened with your phone and everything.
Yeah. So the crazy thing is, when the post went up, the video was recorded on Saturday, and it wasn't posted until Monday, and I didn't even know it would get posted. So when it got posted, I was like, oh, cool, it got posted. And then it was senior day for us. So throughout the day, I didn't really go on social media like that, but a few of my friends were telling me like, oh, this account reposted it, this account. So I was like, oh, that's cool. But I never really got to look at it until that night. And that night I was looking at it, I was getting calls, my phone was blowing up, and I was like, what's going on? I couldn't really process it. I still haven't processed it to this day, really. Kind of been go with the flow since then.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah.
We covered it. So many people covered it. Like, that was one of the most viral things I've seen in a while, because they said it just seemed like every major account picked it up, and then non-major sports accounts picked it up.
Yeah.
Like, is that how it felt for you too? Like, just everyone was talking about it?
Yeah, for sure. It's probably too, I was on social media obviously a good amount, and it was cool seeing everything. But I tried to stay off of it as much as I could, because it's it's not good. It can get out of your head.
Bro, it's dark.
Yeah, exactly. It can get to your head real quick, all the attention, and it can make you think you're a different person. But I want to try to stick to the same person I bet. And we were still going through the season. We were going through the playoffs, trying to get into the tournament.
Exactly.
Conference tournament. So yeah, we were doing all of that, and I just wanted to kind of focus on being a manager and then do that on the side.
But yeah, it's so funny because it just happened to you, right? Like, you're a manager and you're like, wait, what's going on?
Exactly.
Where did the aura come from?
So it came a college basketball Twitter account. I think CBB content. I want to shout them out. They gave me the nickname Aura. They said this guy in glasses has aura. When they reposted the videos, and then yeah, that's kind of how the nickname Aura. I got the nickname.
I still remember. I think we posted that picture too. The yellow tracksuit.
Yeah.
I think it was March Madness, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Is that your idea? Like, where'd that come about?
No, it wasn't my idea. So Under Armour hit us up, and they hit my manager, Reeve Vial, up. He had a connection to Under Armour. He knew some people. So they hit us up and said they wanted to make me to the Under Armour school. So they brought shoes for the guys, and they were like, they want to bring something for me. And they were kind of talking about what we could do. And they were like, why not just get a tracksuit for the walkout? And I was like, okay. And I think my manager suggested that let's put Aura on the back. So, and I was like, okay, that would be cool. So it'd be a custom I made tracksuit for Under Armour, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'll go with whatever y'all want me to. I get a free tracksuit from Under Armour, definitely, I'll wear it.
Yeah, it's easy, right?
Exactly.
It's so simple, like, for sure. Adding to kicks, again, that was another big thing that happened, and I remember that going viral also, just the walkout that everyone was talking about. Oh, he's got a custom this and that. I think you had shoes, like, you had the whole nine going on. I still remember, like, you had the swaggiest pictures, bro, that day, the yellow tracksuit. Everybody was talking about it. So that's a cool, like, moment for you. That's also a cool cultural moment.
Yeah.
But going back to everything, first ever student manager, ink multiple NIL deals, and you're South Asian, and you're brown.
Yeah.
Did any of that hit you? Or, like, when did that hit you? Like, it could have probably was weeks later, right?
Yeah, I would say it hit me when the first NIL shit came in. And I was like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, like, honestly, it really, like, I was doing all these deals, I was working with these companies, and I thought, I was shocked when they reached out to me, and I definitely wanted to work with them. But I think when it really hit that I really had to deal with them was when the first check hit. I was like, oh shoot, like, okay, like, I can make some money off these deals, like, it's real.
Yeah. It's why I was talking to your dad.
Yeah.
Obviously, even my parents, different generation.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening with you right now, it's an anomaly. It's very different.
Yeah.
So I know for him, I was like, then he's like, this would never happen in my time. And I was like, yeah. Well, first of all, social media, phones, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But we live in such a unique time, bro. Like, like, I always think about, like, you're a student manager doing some really cool stuff. And then, like, correct me if I'm wrong, like, your whole life changed for the better.
Oh, yeah, completely. Yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah. Like I said, it still haven't fully processed. I've got so many new opportunities, meet new people. So I've definitely been enjoying it and just, going with it. Anything I can do, just enjoy it and help my family enjoy it too. So, I've taken them along with me to everything.
I love, man.
Yeah, for sure. Because I believe they should enjoy it, but really it's still like, it's weird because I'm walking around and people taking pictures of me. People want to do podcasts with me. I'm still not used to it. So that's why I'm like, I'm down for it, Yeah. I don't believe like I'm the same me. So I'm just kind of enjoying it and really still can't process it, just trying to do the same thing.
Like I said, I just love and respect that you're always staying the same humble person and you're just down to do everything.
For sure. Yeah.
Because all this stuff can change you very fast.
Exactly.
Let's talk about like a North Star. You work with a lot of cool brands. I think like Buffalo Wild Wings and a bunch of other cool brands, Under Armour, obviously.
Yeah.
Is there like a North Star, like a brand that you would like just love to work with?
Yeah, I would say I'm like Adidas. I think would be really cool. I like they're big on basketball, but obviously I'm a soccer fan and they're also big on soccer too. Manchester United is my favorite soccer club.
Yes.
So they're a sponsor. So I think getting Adidas as a sponsor, they're also an NC State school. So
that's also, I know it's not, the connection is already there.
Exactly, yeah. And I haven't decided yet on where I'll be, but obviously I'll be supporting NC State. So I think if I end up going to NC State and I'm a Manchester United fan, Adidas is a no-brainer.
I love it, bro. I forgot to mention you're actually a big football fan. He's not just here out of random, by the way. He actually loves soccer.
Yeah.
So you said Man U fan.
Yeah.
favorite player? Like
All time right now?
Yeah. Let's go all time and right now.
I would say all time's Wayne Rooney. Yeah, he got me into yeah.
He's a better, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, he got me into it. And I would say Bruno Fernandes right now. Definitely. You know, he just rejected going to Saudi, rejected that
Big paycheck.
big paycheck to stay at United. And you know, we suck right now. That's just the truth. So like, I love United, but that's just the truth. So for him doing that, it shows his loyalty, and that's I'll love him until he leaves the club.
I love that. Bucket list for sports. What have you been like? What have you not been to? Have you been Super Bowl, NBA Finals, World Cup? You want to like? Where do you want to go?
World Cup. It's no like it's coming into US next year.
That's what I'm saying. So are you? We might need to find a way to get you involved. You know what I mean?
I would love that. That would be a dream come true for sure.
I know you know this. Well, I think one of the coolest things I've seen from the business side and being in the creator economy is because you're not a player and you're not a coach. There's a lot of things you could do.
For sure.
You know, like I feel like yours not tied. Like you can literally walk out with Team USA. Then you can go to like Team USA basketball, soccer, and like BrownBallers.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly.
You go to a hockey team if you like hockey.
Exactly.
But yeah. For me, like a North Star, now that I know you're a Man U fan, we gotta find a way to get you, you know, walking out at the swall, bro. Like that's gotta be the thing we do.
That's the absolute dream. Like when any of the Manchester United, Lakers, you know, like you said, World Cup, U.S. soccer.
Yeah.
You know, that would be like a dream come true, and definitely like would be the goal for sure.
Do you know how many brands you've worked with so far, or like a ballpark?
Around probably 15 to 20.
So that's a good amount, bro. Yeah, that's solid. 15 to 20 brand deals. Obviously, I'm sure there's some things in the works that are coming up, depending where you go next and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be really exciting. When you look back at like the last like February, March, April, May, June, July, right? Let's say 5 months.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest thing you learned? What's everything?
Just keep being myself, because I feel like what got me to this is just being myself. And really, like, the camera was there, I know, but I just love being around the team every single day. And I love my role as a manager. You know, I know a lot of people wouldn't, a manager's not a dream role for a lot of people, but I just embraced it and just did what I do to hype the team up, whatever I could do to, you know, help the team out. And being myself played a part of that. So I just feel like, just embrace whatever you do, you know, and just keep being yourself. Don't change for anything.
Love that, bro. Talked about, well, I actually want to mention a couple things too, but okay, obviously we're rocking the BrownBallers versus everybody stuff, right? You guys see it.
Yeah.
Growing up, well, first of all, I don't even know another team manager that's brown. I'm sure there's a bunch out there, which is really cool, but I think you popped it off for some in a way that I now feel like people will want to become team managers. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's going to be crazy, bro, because in 10 years, wherever you are, you know, you may be in a league, you may do some cool stuff, but I think you'll be able to look back and be like, yo, I think I actually created a lane where this is like a dope thing to do.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, it's the start of something. You know, I want to, you know, make sure every student manager gets their shine. So hopefully this is the start of it. And I would love, in 10 years, I would love to look back and be like, you know, that started it. That would be amazing.
Do you have a North Star of where you want to be? Like, obviously you're a team manager now. Do you ever see yourself evolving past that into like a operations role, or you're like kind of working with a team in one of the leagues?
Yeah, I said the goal right now is to get into coaching. You know, end up one day being a head coach, whether it's basketball. You know, obviously I love soccer and I watched it most of my life too. So if it's soccer or basketball, I love being a coach though.
Coach would be actually cool. Yeah, I see your arc on head coach, bro. That could be kind of player. Then your family's out here for a couple days with us. You are their mom, dad, brothers. I want to go back to the point you made of like, and the reason I say this is having experience with other people too. Like a lot of people naturally, to be honest with you, bro, if they get this level of fame, and I know you still have a long way to go. You're also still, I think you said 22?
Yeah,
22. It's 22. So you're super young. So you have a long way to go. But a lot of people, when they get this, they might actually be like, okay, I'm going to just go do it myself. Yeah. Or I might just like kind of, you know, instead of everybody eats, it's more so like I got to eat.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that like your family's there. Like you're always interacting with them. Like you see that the love and the connection there, which is huge for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. It is. I believe it. Like it's maybe the person I am today. So just because I started getting a little attention now, I can't switch up on my family who's been there my whole life, regardless of the attention or not. And I'm always say like, you know, if I eat, everybody eats, you know, and obviously if you look at me, I eat a lot. So I'll make sure everybody else eats a lot too, all I eat. So yeah, just gotta show love to family and friends, man. And I think that's important, man. Never switch up on your day one, because they were there for you before. You know, they don't care about the attention. They cared about you long before. So no, just never switch up.
Talk about food. So first of all, I just want you to know I'm a foodie. Okay, we went around our team yesterday. We asked everybody what's your death row meal? It's your final meal of life. What would you eat?
Oh, that's tough. I would say like I like Italian a little bit, but I feel like I would go breakfast. You know, I'll go but that's hot. I feel like people would go breakfast a lot, but I feel like I'm a big Waffle House guy. That's like one of my favorite restaurants, my go-to. So I would say get some of the Waffle House. You know, whether it's
like in waffles or just straight straight like waffles syrup.
Yeah, I would say waffles, you know, get egg, hash browns.
Whole thing.
Exactly, yeah.
You're the first person to say breakfast, bro. I respect it. Yeah, what with your gut? You're like, this is what I want.
If I'm death row, give me Waffle House. That's all I gotta say.
So we gotta get Waffle House, and that's another brand deal we need to figure out for you.
Yeah,
right. That's basically what you're saying.
Hey,
we gotta figure out how to make that happen. Okay,
sure.
I appreciate you, bro. Obviously, we're here for a couple more days. Had 2 games already. One more big game tomorrow. You killed it with the walkout today. We had Dil G playing, which is actually I think is so dope. And that was the longest walk of our lives. I don't think you've ever had to walk that long.
No, never. Definitely.
We walked for like 3 minutes just so you guys. Final 2 questions for me. Let's quickly talk about your parents' heritage and where they're from.
Yeah. Both of my parents are Pakistani.
Yep.
My dad grew up in the States. His grandpa, my grandpa, came to the States and basically brought our whole family over from Pakistan. So they're both Pakistani. And yeah, my dad grew up in the States, but my mom, she grew up in Pakistan.
Fire. Last question. Any piece of advice, any words, anything you want to say? Because there will be a lot of brown ballers that watch this, and obviously you have a massive fan base that loves what you're doing.
Yeah.
What's a piece of advice or anything you want to say to them?
I would say just embrace your heritage, you know, because it makes you the person that you are, you know, what you will be and you're growing up. You know, I feel like your culture is important, so just embrace it. And, you know, a big reason why I wanted to become Brown Ballers is because I believe, you know, in sports especially, there's not a lot of South Asian representation yet, or not enough as it should be. So I just want to, you know, show love to South Asian athletes or just, you know, South Asian people all over the world and show that, you know, regardless of what we do it at a high level, you know, and as long as we're united together, it doesn't matter what happens, you know, we'll be on top.
Well spoken, humble, bro. I really appreciate you. Yeah.
Appreciate
you guys are a legend, man. Like I say, for also being 22, legend, I'm proud of you. I want to see you keep building though. All I ask for you from my side is like someone a little bit older. Keep pushing, bro. Like keep pushing the boundaries because like you're impacting a lot. It's kind of how I feel about Brown Ballers. Like, yeah, sometimes you may not know or see the impact. Yeah, but then you get those messages. But those kids, like there's a lot of kids right now like, yo, I'm so inspired. I don't care if you lost. You guys are playing against like West Ham. And I feel like that's exactly the same thing you're doing, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, you're putting out for so many.
Sure, it's more about the cause. That's the important thing, you know, and just representing Brown Ballers. And, you know, obviously when we get here, you know, we're going to compete. And that's what we're going to do. Tomorrow, still got a game, you know, and TBT. So got a T for that, so.
Yo, he just leaked it. Stay tuned. TBT, this man. Maybe we got some more walkouts coming. Exactly. I appreciate you, bro. We got lots more to come. If you don't already, yeah, you know, go follow Amir, man. He's got a lot of cool stuff coming. Brown Ballers family, we appreciate you guys, man. We're out.